Okay, this is episode 3 of the podcast. She starts with the giggles,
Sorry.
and it's fine. I'm actually really excited about this one because news just dropped. I guess it dropped today, right? I don't really.
Yeah.
You alright?
I'm
Are
fine.
you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just contemplating how I want to kill myself.
No. Okay. So, you should clarify before people start freaking out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not actually suicidal, people. It's just I was one green tension die away from finishing all of my accessories, and then K-Lab drops this bomb. I'm done. I'm done.
So if you haven't read the news today, apparently we're getting, along with I think it's the December update, right?
Yeah.
We're getting a soul ticket boost. Like the amount of maximum soul tickets is going to increase from 5, and then they're also going to be doing like being able to use multiple soul tickets for one quest.
Yeah.
Which is going to really improve autoing. And then Brave Battle Team Selection, that doesn't seem to be that big of an update. But the big one, the one that everybody's talking about right now, is they're adding new accessories. And Endless here is a bit upset because she's terrified that they're going to add a golden Yuki. Because then the struggle is really going to be real. Like, we're gonna have to hunt down that gold.
Okay, do you imagine like the despair of getting a gold chappie and everything everyone's gone through to get gold chappies, and now we have to go through the same thing to get a golden Yuki?
Well, we still don't know that it's going to be a golden.
But if it is, I'm done.
Oh my gosh.
I'm jumping off a bridge. I'm done.
If it is though, I mean, let's talk about how broken some characters would be, because
Toshiro.
that would imply
Golden Yuki Toshiro.
goodbye PvP.
R.I.P. PvP, yeah. R.I.P. Endless. R.I.P. everything.
The world would end for you at that point.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, like, well, at that point you'd be able to have like a character with a regular Yuki, like that's 50 max on that one accessory, 50
SP.
SP.
Yeah.
And whatever the golden Yuki would be if we get it, let's just assume it's 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be 25 plus 30, that's 55, but that's in addition to that other Yuki. So that's 105 with just 2 accessories, and then, whatever you get on, let's say another plus 30.
Yeah. I mean,
So go ahead.
there's like full bring Ichigos and Gins with like plus 1000 SP, on top of their already existing, like, I don't know how much SP. So I'm just like, all of PvP is going to get screwed if that's the case.
It's terrifying. It's terrifying for PvP. But, like, I don't think I've done a single thing of PvP this week at all. That said, I've been, like, super busy with, like, school and work and all this stuff this week. But I haven't done PvP at all this week. And I wouldn't mind PvP getting, like, recancered if it meant that I can get Yukis for PvE. Like, if I had a golden Yuki for PvE, I'd be all for it. That said,
I mean, we one-shot
point,
everything anyway, though.
That's true. Yeah, at that point, I would want harder quests.
Yeah. See, I'm also considering, since they're, like, coming out with, like, the manga characters, right? Mm-hmm. And there's Quincy's in there. Will they make a separate Quincy race, and then thus making, like, a type A of teddy bear and, like, incomplete Goku, and what else is there? But
that would be interesting.
I mean, yeah, but then Ryukin and Uryu are, like, considered humans.
Well, they might put because then Enraku would no longer be applicable.
Yeah, like,
for them anyway, for them. But what if they do like specific? What if they change it up? What if that's why they're like, oh, we're gonna do it in December because maybe at the end of December or in December they announce, the second batch of manga characters. What if we do get Quincy's, and then the Quincy affiliation gets added? They throw Ryuken and Uryu in there, and then we just have, like you said, another group. But then at that point, I think the manga characters that are already, are they going to change their killer?
I imagine the Quincy's would have human killer, maybe? But there is no Quincy killer. So, this is all speculation, people.
No, it's confirmed. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we know someone from K-Lab.
Yeah, we Matt, I'm just kidding. But but yeah, that could be a case. Or maybe have a Quincy affiliation and have a very specific accessory just for them. And it's it doesn't have to boost. And, this is assuming there's going to be a Quincy's, because most people think that there isn't going to be, just because they say voice actors. But, all you have to do is hire another voice actor. It's really not that hard. But
no, if they're going into the manga stuff, there has to be Quincy's.
I assume that we're going to get at least one, and that's the Quincy boss. I think that would be the case.
You mean your watch, or however you say his name?
I try to avoid saying his name because of that reason. I don't know how to say it. I don't know. So many people say it a different way. I was dreading it when I did the top 10 anticipated manga characters. I was dreading having to say his name because I think if you go back and hear it, I only said it once because I just didn't want it. After that, I just addressed him as the Quincy boss because I just didn't care.
But you said it correctly, I think.
I said it multiple different ways. I said it 2 different ways, I think.
Okay.
And then I said, I guess I'll say it now. I said you watch or you habak, whichever way you call him. And then after that I just addressed him as the Quincy boss because I don't know how to say his name. But
it, like you said in the other episode, it's not like a official, show or anything. You can say it however you want. Because
that's true.
I was saying Sapporo when it's Sailaporo, I think. Mm-hmm. Sapporo,
yeah.
something like that. Sizzle. That's cute. That's really cute.
I just call him Sizzles, and at this point, I have most of my Discord, and it wasn't me; it was Hikari that came up with it, and then I just adopted it from Hikari, and everybody else just kind of was like, "Yeah, we'll just call him Sizzles." It's way easier to spell, and it sounds better.
It makes more sense.
So he Sizzles,
or just Sai.
I wish I had Sizzles. Sai.
Yeah.
Good old Gangnam Style.
No, God, no.
Need to make him as a metal exchange character. But the another thing I was thinking, because they said it was going to be closer to Christmas, is it possible that they will, and I think I said this in the other podcast, I don't remember if it's the one that came out or the one that got lost to time, but do you think it's possible that they'll make the Christmas hat a 5-star, and that will be the new accessory, and then...
You know what? I'm going back and reading it, and it says, we plan to add new accessories to increase tactical options for players. So, what's that? That's making me kind of think, is it going to be... You know how there's Yuki and Bubbles, right? But there's only Chappie. So I'm just wondering, are they going to give us, for all the people who don't have gold chappies, for example, are they going to give us a secondary, type of accessory that, X's out our SP completely that fits with the chappie?
Huh.
Does that make sense?
Something to boost an attack even higher?
Maybe, it could be something weird, it'll increase focus and... HP or something, or focus and attack,
Yeah, because you're right, because it's you're right, because it says to increase, what was the word it says? Is increase...
tactical options for players.
Options. So
yes.
That means our options are going to be...
Because right now, it's a very set build with how you can do SP characters, and how you can do Chappie characters, and we also don't have like a hybrid type of build just yet because they're pumping because they're pumping out hybrid characters, right?
Yeah, but there's nothing for them.
Yes,
You're
exactly.
Right.
There's no set.
What if here's what I'm thinking, because tactical options, I'm thinking we're gonna get accessories that make other builds that we would never even think of a viable build.
Yeah.
What if instead of doing increased attack, what if they say, okay, we're gonna set focus at 0, but then increase both defense and HP by 40, because then at that point you can now have tank characters and what's their names, SAR characters and what's the other word? SAR characters, dodge rate characters, and what's the other character I'm thinking about?
DR?
No,
Maybe
well, yeah, DR would get a huge boost in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can have now characters with and hybrid characters. At that point, they would actually have a reason, because then they would actually be able to use their attack and their specials. And like, if you have a high defense on a character, say like 40%, and then do DR on a SAR character, well, you can't have DR and SAR. I don't know. I'm just thinking of a way to maybe have a character be able to use strong attack 3 more than once in PvP.
Okay. Well, let me throw this out there. Like, you've played other games before, right? Like, let's say FPSs, MMORPGs, etc., etc. Okay. So you know how for PvE or PvP, there's always different types of builds you can do. Like, there isn't just two, you know, where it's like SP, Chappie. You know, right now, that's what we have in the game. But we have such a variety of characters with such a variety of skills and stats, where I feel like those two aren't enough. And KLab knows PvP is like not balanced. So maybe they're gonna try to give us something that'll give us more options on how you build a character. So
but what can they... I mean, what can that be? I mean, other than the stats that there are.
Defense, you know, is a good option. Because there's certain characters who have, like, a shit ton of defense. There are certain characters who don't, right?
Oh, like Noitora.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe they could give us an accessory that boosts defense.
Noitora would be so broken.
You remember, like, in episode 2, how the bosses were only doing 1 damage on my Sajin. So that kind of tells me that his defense is so high up there that they can't even do enough damage to him. They don't have enough attack to do damage to him. So what if they're trying to boost certain things where you need a certain amount of attack to hit something? Because, you know, it's like that in other games. Like, other games, if a low-level player tries to attack you, their attack isn't even high enough to hit you. Have you ever had that?
Yeah, but and a few levels can just change all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously it's not going to be the same thing, but I'm just saying, what if they give us that option? So then you really have to think how you're building PvP and what you're doing.
Oh, that would be great, because then at that point you can... With the more options that we get, the teams will actually have to coordinate, like the characters in the team would actually have to coordinate with each other, which is something that you see every now and then. For example, I saw a team with, this was back in the day, this was several months ago, but it was Broken, it was Baragan, and it was OG Retsu. And I lost to that team so many times because the way they had made it was that they played to each other's strengths so well. And I feel like there are very few teams that you can build that way that play off each other so well. Because these days it's just have 3 characters with either really high attack or really high SP and you're fine. But I feel like we need more of that, having characters play to each other's strengths.
Also, have you noticed that ever since...
Was that your bag of chips?
No. What'd you hear?
I just thought I heard you open the bag of chips.
No, they've been open, trust me. I'm just staring at them at this point, but, what was I thinking? Oh, yeah. Have you noticed that ever since, like, the beginning, well, not the beginning as much, but PvP kind of went through this thing where, like, Chappy characters were very OP, and then they buffed, like, SP accessories and SP characters, because you couldn't even use SP characters versus Chappy characters. Do you remember that time in PvP when, like, there was a Speed Grimjow? With like double chappies, and you couldn't do anything. It didn't matter what SP character you tried using, it would not work. You know, like there was just no way. And then,
I eventually got Speed Grimjow like a month before 6 stars came out. So I was like, yes, lucky. I am now good at PvP. And then you're like, hey, 6 stars came out. 6 stars came out. That character is useless. Like, nope. Like, no.
But after that, it was Chappies, and then they boosted SP accessories. So then, like, sad characters in PvP got very broken, right? Remember,
and
like
then broken came out.
Yeah, and then like golden Chappies came out, and it kind of balanced it right now.
But it's way off balance again.
It is off balance again. I feel like SP characters have the upper hand again, especially with this new Toshiro.
What if?
So I feel like they will implement an accessory that's gonna help the Chappied characters.
Maybe, what if they put, like, an accessory that protects against strong attacks? Like, strong attack damage minus 15%.
I mean, it's possible. Or they could put a buffed version of, like, the Shihoan shield.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And the Shihoan... Oh, a golden Shihoan shield. Oh, man, that would be a nightmare.
Don't say golden anything. I will literally go jump out the window right now.
I hope you have a one-story house. Or, live in the basement where jumping out the window literally means, oh, I'm in the grass now.
No. Don't mention golden. Okay, you can.
Okay,
it's
how
a
about
podcast.
A silver Shihoan shield. There you go.
Okay, that works. That's easier. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But, I mean, if they added the Shihoan shield... Because right now, ranged characters, with the exception of Ryuken, I feel like ranged characters aren't doing that much in PvP. Except for, obviously, their strong attacks, but, like, actual characters that are ranged at all times, like Ryuken or Uryu. The only exception being Koga, because Koga has... I don't know how other people play Koga. I think they play him Chappy Nad, right? Because he's a hybrid character.
Well, not Nad, Chappy, DR, because he has a...
DR, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I would play him, at least.
So Chappy DR. So you got Ryuken and we got
Broken.
Koga. Tag Team Koga. Well, no. Those are ranged now.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think... So the Shihoan shield is really good against them.
But nothing else.
Yeah. So
see, it could be the same concept of the Shihoan shield, just
strong attacks?
Maybe status ailment. Like, they need to buff that, something like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we have the Spirit Core, but...
Yeah, but that's so outdated.
Yeah, nobody uses it either, which is a shame, because it's a great idea for PvE.
Right now.
I would actually put it... Actually, yeah, if you buffed it to 65% all stats, which would be broken for PvE, but it would be incredibly useful. More people would use it. And more people, I would argue, would use it in PvP as well, because Toshiro would not be able to freeze him as long.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna re-roll my blue one and put it on broken, because screw all you Toshiros. Right now, I hate you. No, I'm kidding.
You hate the Toshiros? I still have them. I need to reroll some red stuff.
So cancer in PvP right now.
It says the player with a 10, 10, 10, 200 Sajin with the golden chappy.
I'm not that bad, okay? Like, I don't stand against versus most Toshiros. Like, they could be, like, badly built and they still win. And I'm just like, oh, okay, you know. It only took me, like, 6 months to get all these DR links, but what the hell, you know? It's fine. You win. It's cool.
You win, player who started the game when the manga characters came out.
Yeah. I'm so done.
But if you think that's bad, I mean, just wait. Because Toshiro is just the first. is one out of 2 characters that freeze that are going to come out. Because you know when Rukia comes out, that's going to be a whole other monster. That's going to be a whole other monster.
Besides that, as you said, freeze, I'm just thinking, remember like how a couple months ago we had like soul bomb teams who were built very tanky and they would just like get the soul bomb and like kill you, you know, like with Baraga and Tsukishima, like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we had like freeze teams, like with Hyorin Maru as the lead.
Oh, there was a while there that and it was weird because it was like several months. Not well. It was several months after 6 stars were a thing, but there was a while that where you're right, the Hyorin Maru and so Den of Shirayuki just dominated PvP, and their stats weren't even at that time. They weren't good.
No.
But for whatever reason, Soden Shirayuki just froze everything all the time. For like a good 3 months, it was just I saw so many Soden Shirayuki.
Yeah, but my thing is, we had the heal teams, and most of those teams now aren't really viable. Mm-hmm. Especially 3rd seed and up, because they just release like these very broken characters that kind of like, you know, just kill everything. So I'm just wondering, will they release accessories to kind of like bring that back to life and bring like tactical options for PvP like that back to life?
You know what I'm hoping they do? I'm hoping they bring out whatever accessories they do come out with. I'm hoping it will bring back older characters. Like it'll make older characters that are like, you know, over a year old. Make them good. And I'm talking.
I just break it to
Stark again.
I know, but I don't think any accessory can bring those characters back after the manga. Gotcha.
Well, not with that attitude.
No, I'm sorry. Unless you got a gold chappy, a green gold chappy, throw it on Stark. Give him 167 attack.
What if they implement like an if kind of accessory?
A what kind of accessory?
Like an if accessory.
If.
Like an if. Yeah, like if attack is less than whatever, then.
That would be so complicated.
It would be so complicated, but it would bring back Stark.
It's just when they say tactical, it makes me think PvP.
I need to buy Stark.
Oh, yeah.
PvP. Yeah.
Yeah, because PvP, you don't really need tactical anything. Like, you just, like, kill stuff. You know, it's done. You don't even need boss killers at this point.
It's so caveman. You just kill stuff and you're done.
Yeah, like, I'm serious. You literally go in with, like, your 100% SP, full bring Ichigos and, like, solo the whole fusion trial or the whole raid, no problem.
What if... Well, actually, this would help both... wow, this would be interesting. If they do an accessory that boosts killer effects, but only for those who have, you know, Arankar's Hollows or Soul Reapers. Because then you would have...
That would be an unfair advantage, though.
Would it, though? I mean, it would be straight up broken.
A little bit for... Yeah, well, PvP, too.
but it would take up an accessory slot.
Just that one thing I don't think is enough to like give up, 40 stamina and 30 attack or 30 SP. So I think that is a little too low.
Or like too low. If
like it needs something else with it, Like it can't just be boost killer effect time plus 10%, or 20%.
I was thinking times 2.
Because I'm not giving up my 30 SP.
30 SP is hard to give up.
I'd think
give up
they will
HP
boost defense or boost something with chappy characters though, because it's like that time now.
I do hope they boost defense. That's actually one that I really hope they boost, because if they boost defense, then you really can get creative with what character you can use. That said, if they boost defense, then Noitora will be unstoppable. There is no stopping Noitora.
Well, right now he's pretty vulnerable to Sajins because they have that killer.
Yeah. He's actually vulnerable. I actually go after Noitora. He's been vulnerable,
yeah.
Every time I see him, I go after him because I have Yoruichi, and Yoruichi knocks him out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to switch him out for my Baragon.
You said you what?
I'm going to switch him out in my team for my Baragon.
Are you going to put Baragon back in?
Yeah. He's so cancer. I love it.
He's still really good.
I know.
He's really good. And like, his stats are so bad, but like, the way to build him, well, you're right, it's just so... He's got so much going for him. That
I'm going to throw so much stamina on him. And I have a Suzumabachi too, so it's just...
Right, the Suzumabachi.
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Are you going to add a Shihoin shield on him?
No, I'm going to give him an incomplete Hogyoku with 40 stamina.
Wow, so that's 80. Do you do him DR? No, you do him dodge rate, right?
All dodge, yeah.
Dodge. Oh, what if they came out with a DR dodge rate frenzy character?
You know what? I actually should do a video on Baragon PvP testing, like the Forgotten Cancer.
Oh, Forgotten. That is a great title.
I know, no one steal it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Forgotten Cancer.
You heard it here, people.
You actually gave me a good idea for another show.
Oh, nice.
Just and I can do it because I keep 200ing older characters. It's just older characters in PvP.
Oh.
But then I would quickly go to 8th seat, and then all this lost.
You could try it. I like PvP videos because I just like looking. Because even if like the team's bad, you look at the other team too and see kind of like what they're doing, what's going on, cast times, and yada yada. You know what? We were talking about defense and I forgot to say something. So you know how in FPSs there's like tanks, right, and healers. So, and you have to kind of tactically, when you're choosing a character, you have to, obviously if there's already a tank, you don't pick, another. That same tank. Yeah. You pick like an off tank, a DPS, a healer, whatever you're good at, or a support, yada yada. So what if when they said tactical options, they mean something like that? So it's like you would have your tanker, for example, it would be like Baragon, right? With all 40 stamina, everything. You would have like a healer, and then you would have your DPS, which could be like Blue Kenny.
Yeah. Which would...
Because right now that team doesn't really work with the Toshiro Cancer, And just like every time they release like this stronger, more OP'er character, it's kind of like it throws off everything.
Yeah. It's hard to balance it. Once you have one really good character, I mean, you can have a character that defeats that, but then like it doesn't stop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
like kind of... Actually, no. Well, they did a good job with Yoruichi. Yoruichi was a good stop for Fullbring Ichigo.
And she
but
wasn't
nothing else was
too OP. Where it's like, oh god, not another Yoruichi. I'm dead.
Yeah. Like she was easy to fight against, but really useful to fight with, if that makes sense. Like she wasn't one to fear, but she was one to be fear. How should I say this?
I get it. Like it's almost like it's like Blue Kenny, you know, like how he's a really good character, but at the same time you're not like, oh my god, another Blue Kenny, you know, I'm dead.
Yeah, well, not anymore. It used to be that way.
Yeah, it used to be like that, but I mean Blue Kenny like right now.
Yeah, it's not the same. Yeah, I getcha. Like, yeah, I see that. Like, right now, if I see Blue Kenny, I'm just like, oh, okay. That said, I run, like, I have a broken team, which I really need to fix. But, so I typically, if there's another Blue Kenny, I'll kill it anyway, just because my Kenny's good. But it's getting to the point where I'm struggling in PvP.
You have a Toshiro.
I do, but here's what I have on my Toshiro, okay? Yeah, I'm about to bring up the game.
Oh, God. Am I gonna cringe?
So, you're gonna cry. It's not just cringe. You're gonna be like, you're gonna cry. You might as well go get some tissues now. Okay, Toshiro. Here's what I have. The audience is gonna be like, what are you thinking? But this is all I have. Okay, I have my links aren't actually bad because I have Toshiro, obviously his Star Link. I have Tag Team Rangiku with 14. I have Rukia with 14. I have Nanao with 12. And then I have a Chappie with all stats 10.
You put a Chappie.
Sorry. A Yuki, I'm sorry.
Okay.
A Yuki with all stats 10. A Shihoin Shield with 40 stamina. This is the part that's gonna make you cry. I have the cane. The 4-star cane.
Of course.
Because I mean, it's stamina and SP, but like that's how bad I am with red accessories. That is the best option that I have. That's how bad it is.
I could literally give Toshiro 110 SP if I had him.
Would you like to donate your accessories to the
No, you should
Toshiro
donate your
Martin
Toshiro
Foundation?
To me. I tried so hard for him too when his separate like gacha came out. I put in I think like 1,500 orbs.
I thought about summoning for that on my JP. Not for Toshiro. For Hyorin Maru.
Oh god, no.
And Momo.
I have both of those. I got a Duke
I figured
Momo.
you did.
Yeah, did you see it on Twitter? I have a 4 out of 5 Momo now. It's great. It's great.
Her special's so cool though. I love her special.
Yeah, but everything else is just Like, I don't...
Everything else is just
Sorry, I make weird
no, it's fine. But no, like those are Hyorin Maru. I spent 4,250 orbs trying to get anything out of that banner. I wanted Hyorin Maru, but after 2,000 orbs, I settled for anything, and I still got nothing. And to this day, it's the only banner. What's up?
You got nothing?
Nothing. And to this day, it's the only banner, like, except for like some more recent banners, like for example the Silver Flame banner. But it's the only banner that I still to this day have never pulled any banner character from that banner.
That is so sad.
Like no Hyorin Maru, no Haineko, and no Zabimaru.
I had, do you remember the Deathberry banner with full...
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone remembers that. I pulled nothing in 3,000 orbs, and then I did my last multi where it was like, my last 250 orbs, and I got full Bring Ichigo.
Oh, that must have been like...
I was so done.
It must have been like that...
I was so mad.
It must have been like that happy mad, yeah.
No,
like, yes,
not even happy.
Him.
I was pissed. Absolutely. Oh my god. 3,000 orbs. I mean, he's a good character. Yes, he was broken. He still is broken. And one of a kind. Besides Tensa. Sorry. But, I was just so mad that it took that many orbs. Like, I think, and it was on a double chance. You know? Yeah, for me to pull.
I pulled on a friend's account. He told me, hey, can you log into my account and summon for video? And I was like, okay. This is the only time I've ever done it. Or actually, that's not true. I did it right after that, too, with somebody else's. But in 750 orbs... Okay, first of all, the first multi I did gave me... I believe it was Fullbring Ichigo and Uryu.
Yeah.
And then, is that laughing out of insanity? Cause you're like,
yeah. I'm just like, oh,
I'm gonna kill you
okay.
in your sleep, Martin.
No, not you. Just myself. Whatever.
The second multi was gold, and the third multi. No, I'm sorry. The first multi was Fullbring Ichigo and Uri or whatever. I don't remember exactly. It was 2 out of the banner characters and Mayuri. So there was 3. And then the second multi was gold, and the third multi was the third banner character and Tag Team Shunsui. So in 750 orbs, I pulled 5 stars, all 3 banner characters. And it wasn't my account. It's the only time I've ever pulled all 3 banner characters in the same account. In the first try. Like in the first summon video, I guess.
I've never done that. I've never pulled all 3.
I don't think I've ever done it since. I haven't done it since. Which is a shame. Because I only ever get lucky on accounts that are either not mine or that I'm gonna end up giving away or whatever. Like the only time I've ever pulled a 5-star out of the 4 and 5-star tickets. Because I don't know what it is about those tickets, but they're horrible luck. The only time I've ever pulled a 5-star, I pulled 2 5-star when I did a multi of 3. I did a multi of 3 4 or 5-star tickets. I pulled Full Hollow Ichigo when he was still good.
Yeah, nice.
And
he's
Xyoloporo.
He's still good.
He's still good, yeah. And Xyoloporo. And it wasn't a main account, it was just another account that I had. And I was like so upset because I was like, how is it that I did a multi of 3 and I got 2 5-stars, and I've done so many others, so many more 4 and 5-star tickets across my main accounts, and nothing.
Oh, dude.
Nothing.
The amount of salt I have. You know what? I always get 2 in 1 multis, but it's always dupe fillers. It's amazing.
I think the most amount of, like, it was the banner with, because I didn't pull dupes on this one, but it was the banner with Tsukishima, Yukio, and Byakuya. Mm-hmm. That I really wanted Byakuya and Tsukishima. So, first multi, Byakuya. And I was like, yes! I was like, I'm gonna go again, because that was way too lucky. I got a banner character in the first one. I'm gonna go again to try to get Tsukishima, since I have the orbs to do it, because I had grinded orbs for it. I did it again, second multi Tsukishima, and I was like, alright, that's the end of the video. That might be my shortest summoning video, because I just did 2 multis, and I was like, alright, I'm done. I'm done for the banner, because I didn't want to try for Yukio.
I find it so funny that people were, like, dying over Tsukishima, and then I know someone from the Discord who pulled 12 of them.
12 of them?
12 of them. Like, not just that banner. I think he got, like, a bunch that banner, and then over time he got him as fillers, too. It's so sad.
He was in the step-ups.
Yeah, like, I remember I got into voice chat, and they're like, hey, Endless, what would you do if you pulled 10 Tsukishimas? And I'm like, I would kill myself. And then they're like, oh, well, Ender just pulled his 11th. I'm like, oh, I was kidding, dude. I'm kidding.
Wow, that's crazy. But that's still nothing, though, because I have a guy on my Discord. Mm-hmm. Here we go. We're it's like we're using Discord people as combatants in this gladiator fight. He has 16 OG Ukioras. Not Segunda Tapa, OG Ukiora.
Dude, I would have been okay with that.
Well, yeah, because, you know, you have a thing for Ukiora.
Yeah, like, I love him. Okay, that's creepy. I love the character, guys.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I think he said it was like a recent free 5-star that everybody got, you know? And he was like, I got the sense, because I didn't talk to him in voice chat, but I got the sense that he was like, when he pulled an Ukiora out of that too, out of a free 5-star, I got the sense that in his mind he was just like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, like, I'm done with life. I can't.
That's honestly, and it's weird because I'm that way. Like if I pull something, if some sort of, not just in the game, but like if something happens to me in life that is just like very unfortunate, I don't get angry. I'm just like, yeah, that's about right. that seems about right.
I just kind of think only I could do this. You know, only I could pull 3 Mind Gold Chappies. Only me. Just like...
I don't know. I mean, I got my second blue one. So just wait.
You know...
Actually, well, I got 3 Shihoan shields. 3 red Shihoan shields. So that happened to me.
No. But Mind Gold... the rates for a Mind Gold Chappie are so much lower. And the fact that I could, you know, pull it 3 times. Like, what I'm terrified of every time I summon on accessories or tickets is that I will pull a 4th. and I don't know what I would do at that point.
That's right, because at that point, it's like there's no equivalent to that. You know, like in real life. Like, you're not just... Like, if you win the lottery a 4th time, you're not going to be like, oh, dang it, again?
I would probably live stream and sound like a complete psychopath and just use it to reroll.
You would get a lot of hate for that.
There
would be so many people that are like, I've spent $200 trying to get that for my Sajin, and you just re-rolled.
It's okay. I've dumped enough too. It's all right. Like, but yeah, I would just be so mad. Like, here's what I think, RNGesus. You can take your Mind Gold Jappy and do you know what with it, okay? I'm done.
Good old RNG.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, what other thing is, what other, for the update, that's about it, right? I mean, there's other stuff in the update, but really it's the accessories that are like the big thing.
Yeah.
Like, what's the tickets, but it's the accessories now.
Oh yeah, guys, like, I should have said this in the beginning. Save up all your accessory tickets and evolutions for like the next
especially
month.
right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because this event, you know, gives accessory tickets. If you didn't know, spam it, save it, see what happens. You know?
Yeah, I feel like every point event gives something extra. Like the first few I remember the first point event gave you so many soul tickets. And then there was one event that gave you so many of the hearts. There was one event that gave you so many of the character tickets.
Yeah,
and
it's always something nice.
Yeah. But it's always
Crystals,
something
jewels.
in excessive. Yeah. And this one gives you an excess. I think the last time it was crystals and jewels. But I think this one gives you an excessive amount of accessory tickets. And you're right, you should save them.
I do not mind this event. Keep it here, please. Like,
it's still up for 5 more days.
I know.
I'm not kidding you. I just hit on my global, like before starting the podcast. I hit 100,000. I'm so
oh my God.
far behind. I'm so far behind.
And I'll tell you something
JP,
about that later after the podcast.
You tell me what now?
Something about the event later, like after the podcast.
Okay, well,
The Universal Secrets.
Right. The Universal Secrets, of
Yes.
course. For our ears only.
Yep.
Sorry, podcast listeners. It's nothing against you guys. It's just, you know, secrets of the universe.
It's a delicate
and all that.
balance that we have to keep.
Yeah, of course. The balance falls with us. We're like a scale. You're on one side of the scale and I'm on the other. And then we have the universe on our hands. But, yeah, we mentioned, I was going to say last week, but it literally was yesterday, that you can send us like questions or something you want us to talk about. And somebody in the last one did put something that I found. Yeah, let's see. It says, let's see. It says, maybe you guys can discuss why people like us are so addictive to the game. It's like the gameplay isn't too complicated. The orbs are expensive as hell, which is true. With a 6% chance of getting a dupe. But I still find myself playing every day. I still get hype whenever one of your favorite characters gets a new 5-star. Also, any opinions on how long the game will last? I think hype will die out once the manga characters are all released. It'll last through 2018 for sure, but I'm not sure what will happen once all the manga characters and movie characters are released. And that was from YouTube name Kim, and they've got a little kitty cat in the profile picture, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I think the reason this game is so popular and it doesn't get boring and is addictive is because they're constantly updating it. There's like at least 6 new characters a month. You know, you get every now and then you get an extra 4th in there, or you get like the seasonal characters or whatever. So there's at least 6 new characters a month, and summoning is like almost like opening up a character. Well, it is opening up a character pack. I know I used to play card games when I was a kid, and opening up a new pack of cards, it's like, oh, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? Except this is the same thing as that, except it's free, and you can actually use the character and move around. And I think that's why it's so addictive. It's because it's like a free lottery kind of thing. Obviously, you can spend money on it, but I don't.
Well, I'm going to go in a little deep here, so get ready, people. I feel like humans have a habit of obsessing over something. You know, and like, I know some of you are thinking, what do you mean obsessing? But take your phone away, right? And try to go without it for a day, okay? I bet you won't. And it is like a form of gambling. It's obviously not gambling, but I know there's people, actually I know people, I'm not going to say who obviously, who like a gacha would come out, right? And they would literally dump, like, these aren't rich people, by the way, $500 in 1 month on that gacha. Ouch. And regret it shortly after. And it's like this vicious cycle of that.
I have not spent money. I have not spent money in a gacha. Like, I've spent money to buy, I think I've bought Retsu. It's the only character I've bought so far. I'm gonna buy Stark because OG Stark is my favorite character to play as. But so I'm gonna buy him on my global. But other than that and the 5-star character tickets, I have not spent any money on the game. Like, I don't buy orbs, and it goes well for me. I think like, it sucks when I don't get the character I want, but sooner or later it'll come to me, I'm sure. Hyorimaru, I'm talking about you. Still waiting on that one. But yeah, and I think that's what makes the game, is that they're constantly updating it.
It's not really, I don't feel like it's all updating. I feel it's more of the gambling aspect of it that pulls certain people to it. Because it's like they see something they want, they get excited for it, and they just want that character. And they don't really think about, like, the building or, you know, if they can even play it properly at this point. Yeah. Like,
God knows I can't play any red character properly, but they are cool.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you'll get there. But
you know what I realized? What if the Toshiro that ended up beating you all those like days ago that you were upset? What if that was my Toshiro?
I would lose it. Going back to what I was saying.
Sorry.
It's okay. Different people play for different reasons. You know, there's people who literally play just for the gachas. Like, that's why so many people reroll. I don't know if you know about the whole, like, reroll problem, where...
Yeah,
like people
the game
don't
says
get
25
the characters.
million downloads.
Well, I don't know how many million are rerolls, you know, it's speculation. But it's like, they'll literally re-roll an account just to pull a character that's going to be shit. I'm sorry, people. It's going to be shit because you don't have accessories. And it's like obsessive almost. And then there's people who actually appreciate the game and like are a fan of like the anime and the manga, like me and you.
Yeah, and I'm one of them because I use OG Stark religiously. Like I use him all the time, and no one in their right mind that was like, oh, no one who's like playing to be the strongest player in the game would use OG Stark because he's not that great.
Yeah, see, I'm weird though.
What'd you say?
I'm kind of weird though because I'm a fan of like the series and the anime, but I'm also very competitive. So I kind of have a balance of both where like I like certain characters and I want certain characters, but I'm all for progression.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm like, I do not care about competitive. I
can tell.
Passive.
I'm sorry. I'm kidding.
No. I mean, I'm glad people can tell that they're like, oh, this kid's not competitive. Oh, okay. They just leave it at that. But yeah. And I think what was the second part of his question? Let's see, or her question. Yeah, they're asking if we think how much longer can the game continue. So now I was thinking about this because they said there was going to be 14 manga characters, right? For now, 14 manga characters, but I don't think the game will end after that, and two,
no,
it's gonna be a long time till we get all 14 because one, they have to go through movie characters as well, and I think they're gonna alternate. They're gonna be like, oh, what manga characters, then movie characters, and manga characters, movie characters, but like it'll be next year before we get the next manga batch, in my opinion. And if they do a manga batch every 3 months. Or if they do even a new batch every 3 months, you could still hold off to like 2019, which is still, it's a pretty good length. And then at that point, they might have more manga characters to be able to be released, or they might remake the ones that they have, because they're remaking characters anyway. Yeah. And not to mention, like, we get the manga characters, but I feel like we're also gonna get like discounted or manga characters in disguise like we did with Soifon and Shinji, that you don't see them fight in the Fullbring arc, but you do see them, which is why they're there, and they're called the Lost Agent arc, which means I'm thinking that we're eventually going to get a new Shuhei, a new Rangiku, new Momo, new all that stuff.
There's so many remakes that they can do where this game is not going to die anytime soon. And there's like really loyal players like you, me, there's a few other, like in the Discord, I know that have like 400 plus, 300 plus login days that will never stop playing. Yeah, they will never stop playing until like the game actually like shuts down, the servers are done, everything's done,
Oh, that's a nice. I hope if they ever do that, they're like, all right, we're going to shut down the game. Here's unlimited orbs for everybody. Just enjoy the game while you can still.
Oh my god.
For like the next 5 days. And then, everybody's going to be all decked out in golden chappies and everything.
I've actually had that happen to one of the games I play. And it was not a fun time. I hope I don't have to go through that again. Because, when you spend so much time on a game, it kind of feels like, not like home, but it feels like right.
Yeah.
So when it's gone, a certain part of you just feels like missing.
It's like they're telling you, we're going to kill your pet. This is the date we're going to kill it. Exactly. That's exactly the feeling, though. It's like, it's something that's going to die, and you have an expiration date on it. And that's weird, but it's how it feels,
Yeah, unfortunately. Do not want to feel that.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that either. Hopefully, once that does happen, though, because, sooner or later, it's going to happen, which sucks, but... I'm sorry.
Not anytime soon, guys.
No, not anytime
like,
soon.
I'm giving us at least 2 years.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. At least 2 years sounds about right. And like, honestly, I think they're gonna start going crazy with seasonal characters.
Oh, I hope so. I am waiting for a Santa Grimjow.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna resist.
I would. You know what? I know what you're saying, and I would happily do it.
Okay, I think with that we should end. We're running close to an hour anyway.
I'm sorry, I'm so cringy. See, the later it gets, the cringier I get because I'm more tired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's 1:32 a.m. right now.
Oh, it's only 11:30 here, but in 30 minutes it's gonna go back to 11.
Oh right. Yeah, we get a rewind.
I know. I can't wait. I get to sleep more. I'm just like, yay.
I hope it is. I've gotten to the point where it's happened in the past where it's like daylight savings times or whatever, or it ends. Mm-hmm. But in my mind, it's the other one. So like I'll be like, yes, we get an extra hour, and I go to sleep, and then it turns out we're losing an hour.
No. So that's when I cry.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm not an hour early, for getting up. I'm 2 hours late for work. So yeah, that's happened. But here's hoping it doesn't. But
yeah, you were trying to end the podcast. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I know we can ramble on, but it's probably a good thing we've been doing like one of these a day for the last few days. But yeah, who knows how many more? I don't know if we're gonna have another one tomorrow because of.
Why not?
Okay, sure. Why not? Mm-hmm. Another one tomorrow, confirmed. All right, but yeah, this one has to end in order for that to happen. So, any other thing you want to say?
No, I just want to get to my coconut chips.
Now I'm tempted to just keep talking just to keep you from.
No, but it's staring at me like.
Okay. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.